Good morning. Today is Sunday the 18th of September 2022. It's currently 8:15 and we're hopefully going to fly from Bristol to Kos today for a week, staying in an all-inclusive hotel. So I thought I'd bring you along. So I thought I'd do a travel day, a hotel tour, things like that. So we're currently going to go and get breakfast. We don't fly till 2:30 UK time, although it is currently saying that it's possibly delayed. So I thought I'd bring you along and show you what we get up to, how the airport is now, and things like that. Hello, so it's currently 1:05, so we're sat in the departure lounge, but we have been informed that we've got a 4-hour delay due to the French air traffic control strike. It was on Friday and Saturday. Basically, the crew didn't get back until like 5 o'clock this morning or something, so they need a 12-hour break. So we're now flying at hopefully 6:20. But JetStreet have been great, to be fair. The check-in process was simple. We had fast-track security, and they did give us £7.50 to spend, so we're going to get like a meal and some drinks and things, and just kind of hopefully the time passes and hopefully we will take off on time then, like the new time. So it's just a bit of a, we had quite a late flight anyway. It's just a bit annoying really, but there's nothing we can do about it. At least, touch wood, we've got a holiday at the end of it, so we just got to kind of look forward to that. And just see it out. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you along. The airport's really busy today. Not sure why. Thought Sunday would be quieter. But yeah. So today is Tuesday, so I haven't vlogged, I don't think, for a while. So we arrived in Kos in the early hours of Monday morning, so yesterday morning, after our delay. So we were about 3¼ hours late in the end, but we got to Kos, landed, got through passport control, bags, and into a taxi, and we were within half an hour, and then we were at the hotel within an hour of landing. Had a welcome drink and a little bit of information, and then basically went to bed because it was literally about 1:30 in the morning. And then yesterday we just unpacked and had a chilled day, get our bearings. So the weather was beautiful. So today we are having a chilled morning, and then this afternoon we're doing some wine tasting, which will be in a separate vlog. But yeah, and we're going to go and explore Kos tomorrow. So I just wanted to do a bit of a roundup, because it's been kind of it's worth it in the end, but the travel sort of here was a nightmare with getting quite a big delay from Bristol Airport. Obviously they gave us money, so we had food, but it was quite busy. It just felt a long wait, but we got it. We got there, and that's the main thing. So yeah, I'm really glad that we came. It was worth the wait. It's a beautiful day. It's 7:20 in the morning. I'm sat outside in a dress. So yeah, looking forward to today and the rest of the week. So we go home on Sunday, so we've still got loads of days. It's not like again until a late flight. Obviously that depends if it's on time. But yeah, I'll do a proper roundup. What I'll do is when we probably go home, I'll do like another little vlog if there's any sort of anything to update on. But yeah, I filmed some of the flights, so you'll have seen that. I'm not sure what I'll do yet, whether I'll put some other clips of it, so you may be seeing the wine tasting, etc. But yeah. Hello. Well, it's been a long time since I've vlogged. I think the last time I spoke to you was in Kos, and it's actually now about the 22nd of October, so it's nearly a month since we came home. Because, and I'm going to explain a bit more in a minute, there was quite a bit of a drama coming back. So just before I get onto that, obviously you've seen the travel out. We had about a 4-hour delay on the way out, but we had a lovely holiday. So our flight home was about 9:15 at night. So I think it was arranged that we'd be picked up from the hotel about 6:30. It wasn't far to the airport. So we saw that the plane had taken off about an hour late, which was fine. We still got picked up at the same time, so that's fine. Anyway, so we got picked up. Taxi was slightly early, got to the airport, checked in, went through security, very quiet, very quick. So then we went through security, and then because we've left the EU now, in Britain, we had to go through like a separate gate, departure lounge sort of thing. So we got our passport stamped, went through there. There were a few like bars, cafes, things like that. The airport was quiet when we got there, but then it was kind of like busy towards the end. Like there were a lot of flights. Anyway, so this was Sunday the 25th of September. So we boarded. It was later than the hour planned. It was about, I suppose it was about 10 o'clock that we started boarding the plane anyway. So there was a bus, even though it was literally like walkable. But anyway, we got on the bus, went to the plane. Fine, everyone got on the plane, we seated, the pilot came over, said that it was an earlier delay due to operational reasons or something. Fine, so we pushed back, got the tug, and then that's kind of where it went all wrong. So the tug left us, and the pilot went to put the engines on, and the plane just didn't move. So he tried again and again, and nothing. Anyway, so he came over on the tannoy announcement, and said basically there was an issue with the handbrake. He just couldn't release it. So he was going to try and get an engineer out to come and have a look at it, but we didn't know how long it would be. So at this point, we were literally blocking the airport. No planes were going out. So this was, I suppose it was about 10:15 at night, Greek time. And so we had no water. Well, we had brought water, but there was no food and drink provided because obviously the seatbelt sign was on. Nobody was allowed to get up. You couldn't go to a toilet. There was no air conditioning. It was boiling hot on that plane. Anyway, so I suppose we sat there for a little while. Engineer came out, had a look at it, did a few bits, thought, great, okay. So then the captain came over the tannoy and said he thinks he's going to be able to do a manual override, we'll be able to go. Excellent. So he did that, and then he came on and said, excellent, we think we've got it working, but because we've been sat here burning fuel, we need to go back onto the stand, refuel, and then we'll work out like a flight route. Okay, fine, you know, even if we were going to end up at another airport, excellent, though at least we were going, sort of thing. So we went back onto the stand, and then with that, the pilot kind of was speaking to the engineer, so he kind of disappeared and came back again. Anyway, so he was like speaking to them. They were doing some other bits. There was some like ground crew and things like that. So this was, I suppose this was gone midnight. I think we had already passed 3 hours late from the original departure time, I suppose. So it's probably about 12:30 at night. So anyway, so the captain then came on and said, the engineer is still trying to fix it. Apologise for the delay, you know, you can go to the toilet, etc. But anyway, so they carried on trying to fix it, and then I suppose it was about 1 o'clock, 1:30, he came over and said, unfortunately, won't be able to fix it today. We need to get a spare part, which isn't available on the island, so we need to get it flown down. So we'll be flying tomorrow. So everyone basically had to disembark the plane at about 1:30 in the morning. We had to go back through passport control, get our bags, and then obviously there were a lot of people. I think the plane was pretty much full. So the reps and cabin crew then had to try and find enough hotels and buses. You know, it's the middle of the night, but bus drivers aren't exactly up. You know, the airport's pretty much shut now. There's no more planes coming in. So anyway, we sat in the airport, I suppose, for 2 hours, maybe, hour and a half. I think we left the airport and got on the bus about 3:30, 4 o'clock, because we got to bed about 5 o'clock in the morning. So we turned up in this hotel. To be fair to Jet2, you know, despite them not offering us food and drinks still at this point, they did sort out hotel and transport. They didn't, you know, didn't sort of take too long, even though we did have a bit of wait. Everyone kind of got talking, people were sat down. Anyway, so at this point we were like, well, actually we'll just, you know, worst case we'll just sleep in the airport. You know, there's people with young kids and, you know, mobility issues, things like that, they need to take the priority. Anyway, so we got on the bus, they took us to a hotel, told us which one we're going to, we dropped off another one. It was about a 45-minute drive. So then we went to the hotel, checked in. So there was just one guy at reception, and he was like, I don't know what time your flight is tomorrow, but hand over your passports, we'll give you a TV control, the room key and an air conditioning control, and then Jet2 will provide you with more information. So we thought, okay, fair enough. So we went to our room, went to bed, like I say, about 5 a.m. And we did receive a text, I suppose it was about 6, half 6, to say the flight was about 4:30 in the afternoon. But we didn't sort of, well, we weren't really sort of sleeping properly anyway. So we got up about 8, half 8, went down to breakfast. And then, yeah, so we had breakfast and then had a bit of time in the sun, and they put on a lunch, and then we got picked up and went back to the airport. Obviously at this point we were concerned, would we actually be going, because, you know, you don't want to go through the same situation again. And we got through the passport control, things like that, and then, yeah, we went through, and we were the only English flight or British flight. Got on the plane. It was a little bit later than sort of the 4:30. Once we got to the same bit of runway, everyone was like holding their breath, but we did go, and we landed back at Bristol that evening, so that wasn't too bad. Bristol Airport was its usual chaos, loads of bags on the same belt, took forever. I think it was about an hour and a half from landing, and after a 20-hour delay, that is the last thing you want. But the important thing is we got our bags, we got everything, and we got home I think about 10 o'clock that night. So it was a long sort of 24 hours or so, but we got home, that's the main thing. And actually we had a wonderful holiday. It just was very frustrating, but things happen, you know, safety is paramount, and we can, you know, we understand why they didn't fly. And to be fair to Jet2, you know, they sorted us out, hotel, transport, things like that. So in the end we got home, and that's the main thing, and safety is the most important thing. Just at the time you're like, what you do, because, you know, people are missing work and things like that, you know, but there was no point getting frustrated about it. And in the end people were kind of laughing about it, and, you know, everyone kind of got speaking to each other, so it was quite a social sort of event. But yeah, so I just thought I'd update you on that. I didn't actually film at the time because it kind of was a bit, well, A, we're exhausted, and B, like, do we want to, and things. But yeah, no, we got home in the end. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and update you, and to kind of finish the vlog. So I'm gonna insert some vlogs coming up in the next sort of few days, weeks, of the hotel we stayed in, the Kos area, which was a lovely hotel. Went out and about in Kos, and then I'm going to do a hotel review as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, let me know if that's ever happened to you with that sort of delay, because to be fair, we've been very lucky in the past, and we are also aware that it could have been a lot worse. We could have been stuck out there for days. So, you know, all in all, could have been a lot worse, and actually safety, like I say, is the most important thing. So we got home safely, and that is the main thing. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to shut up now and stop rambling. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you soon.